There must be something better than this, cause if there's nothing better than this, what is the point of carrying on? And if you tell me there's a point, go on and tell me what it is. It isn't something I will diss as long as it is better than this. There must be something better than this. It's not what I was promised when I was a kid in school. All the things I could have done if only life was not so cruel. There must be something better than this. There must be something better than this. There must be something better than this.
Oh, I hope Lenny's teachers have got good things to say about him. He seems very clever, don't you think?
Not sure I'm a very good judge, really. Where I grew up, clever kids were a bit thin on the ground. I remember one girl got CSE geography, and they had a picture of her in the local paper, wearing a mortarboard and holding up a map of the world. The headline said, "Local boffin scoop CSE glory."
Look. Baboon relief. I suppose that's a bit like comic relief.
Yeah. Wonder if they have a red arse day.
I think this is spooky.
No, it'll be interesting. Right. Each person places a finger on the moving pointer in the centre of the board. Then ask aloud, is there anybody there?
Oh well, Monopoly?
Hold on, that doesn't make sense. If there's no one there, how can they tell us there's no one there?
Maybe we got the answer phone.
Look, will you concentrate?
How can I? I keep thinking about Dad at the parents' evening.
With respect, English teaching has changed a lot in recent times. I mean, it hasn't been so long ago that children with learning problems were just stuck at the back of the class making plasticine models.
Yeah, well, obviously that was a bad thing.
It was a very bad thing. But now, if a kid's less bright than the others, we don't give him plasticine. We give him attention. I mean, obviously, you've heard of dyslexia.
Yeah, isn't that Latin for thick?
Look, I know a lot of people share your opinion, but believe me, it's a very complex thing trying to assess a pupil's intelligence.
Head size. That's how you do it. Brighter the kid, bigger the brain, bigger the brain, bigger the head. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire would have been a piece of piss for the elephant man.
Well, if it's all down to head size, we could do away with exams, just get a tape measure.
No need. They all wear those baseball caps with the adjustable plastic straps. All you have to do is count how many holes they use, and that'll tell you whether they're destined for university or burger bar. And the real joy of it is they wear them back to front. It's like they've got their IQ stamped on their forehead.
Well, it's always nice to hear new ideas.
Well, don't forget, some of the old ideas are worth hanging on to. There are things we did when I was at school that have never been improved upon.
Like what?
Well, like this.
Do you think he's upset anyone yet?
Oh, yeah. Come on, let's have another go at this.
What's the point if there's nobody there?
Says we can ask to speak to a specific person. Should we try Grandad?
Which one?
Well, we could toss a coin, but I reckon our best bet would be the dead one.
Mum's dad. Isn't he the one who lost both of his thumbs in an accident?
What's him having no thumbs got to do with it? We're not asking him to text us.
Horrible thing to happen there. Do you remember him, Velma?
Yeah. He used to sing a very unsatisfactory version of the theme from the Addams Family. Do-do-do-do.
Nah. I think we should leave Grandad in peace. Let's just press redial.
But you know, Miss Ellis, there are things we did when I was at school that have never been improved upon.
Really? Like what?
So, I don't imagine Lenny's much of a one for drama and stuff.
Well, he always holds his own in the classes.
Yeah, I do that when I'm nervous.
I think he's a good little actor. I presume that you came to see him in The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, I did. Lenny was great.
He really was. Does it run in the family?
Well, my dad was a bit of a singer.
Is there a song in The Wizard of Oz called If I Only Had a Thumb?
Well, it wasn't singing that I was thinking about. Have you had any professional dancers in the family?
I think my Auntie Barbara's been known to raise her feet for money.
Why'd you ask? Is Lenny a good dancer?
Are you joking? He's outstanding. Tap, modern disco, Latin American. He's an absolute natural.
Oh, well. Maybe Velma will give us grandchildren.
Velma, I'm getting bored with
Hold
this.
on, it's starting to move. D, E, N, I, S, S, W, I, N, G, S. Dennis swings.
Who's Dennis? I'm scared, Velma.
Okay, let's keep calm. We should ask Dad about it when he gets home. I think he used to do voodoo and stuff when he was young.
Voodoo?
Yeah, haven't you seen all those plasticine models he made when he was at school?
You know, history is a living subject. It's always throwing up new information. I mean, the latest thing is, they think Henry VIII may have played an early form of golf.
Really?
It's surprising, isn't it? I mean, you can imagine him throwing chicken legs over his shoulder and barking out commands, but can you imagine him enjoying 18 holes?
Well, he did have 6 wives.
If I were you, I'd save your 3 times table for the maths teacher. So, what's Lenny working on at the moment?
Oh, it's really exciting, actually. We're getting the pupils to research the history of their own families. So, for example, they could borrow some sound equipment from the school and record an interview with their elderly relatives.
Oh, that's perfect for Lenny. My grandmother's still alive. In fact, she's 99 this weekend. Hey, Shane, we could have a family outing.
Wasn't that one when we found out about Lenny's dancing?
Lenny can interview his great-gran, and we see my mum as well.
I'm really hoping this project will fire the pupils' enthusiasm for history. You know, I read a survey of secondary school children the other day, and 88% of them didn't know who Lloyd George was.
Well, I don't think you should judge kids' intelligence on whether or not they watch through the keyhole. So this is a made-to-measure suit, right? And I don't know if you know this, but when the tailor fits you for trousers, he asks if you dress to the left or to the right.
Yeah. My ex-husband dressed straight down the middle.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was because he had a metal ring through the end.
So you're suggesting it was drawn downward by the Earth's magnetic core?
No, it was just the weight. Looked like a gypsy's earlobe.
I can't understand why anyone would want to put a metal ring through themselves, unless they regularly travel on the tube with a very short friend. Anyway, the weird thing is, I've always dressed to the right, but something seems to have happened and it's moved across to the left.
It has been very windy just lately.
No, but this has been a gradual process over the last year or so. Maybe I should ask Mr. Gold about it. He's the bloke who made this suit. I imagine a tailor knows about this sort of thing.
Trevor Brooking was naturally right-footed, but his father used to get him in the garden when he was a kid and make him kick with his left foot. That's how he became a great player.
Yeah, but I haven't been giving it any form of coaching. It's just occurred.
Maybe it's your body clock.
My body clock?
Yeah. As you've got older, it's gone from 20 past to 22.
You never know, Shane. Our body can tell us all sorts of things if we just let it. My sister always said she knew she conceived the second it happened.
Did she tell her husband?
No, he wasn't there.
Well, what happened to the kid?
The husband thought it was his. He still does. It happens a lot.
That's a disgrace. You should tell him, Sheila.
Not me. My lips are sealed.
It's more than I can say for your sister.
The man's got a right to know. And it can all be sorted nowadays with a DNA test.
Yeah, I think those tests should be done automatically on every newborn baby.
That would be horrible.
Why? It's just like dialing 1471. The husband shouldn't even go to the hospital till he gets official confirmation that the child is his. He could have 2 text messages ready to send to friends. Either, yippee, it's a beautiful baby, or what a slapper, can I stay at yours for a couple of weeks?
Every family's got secrets.
Yeah, well, I might find some out tomorrow. We're taking Lenny to see Myrtle's grandmother so we can interview her for his school project. She's 99 on Sunday.
Oh, God, you'll see me getting one of those telegrams from the Queen.
Yeah. Strange idea, that. I shouldn't think many 100-year-olds remember who the Queen is. She should write me on the envelope with a little arrow pointing at the stamp. Anyway, I'm not looking forward to it. Myrtle's family have never liked me.
I'm sure you'll hold your own.
Oh, no, I won't be that nervous. Lenny, would you mind lambardering over to the fridge and get me some milk, please? You see that? He can't help himself.
Oh, leave him alone, Shane. I'd rather he was dancing than playing with a Ouija board.
Oh, Mum, don't go on about that. We were just trying to find out what it's like on the other side.
Yeah, I must talk to the tailor about that. So, did you get any ghostly messages then?
Oh, go on. Tell us.
It said Dennis swings.
Oh, God. We had a budgie called Dennis.
He used to swing on his,
Swing.
Yeah. His old cage is still in the garden shed.
We named him after Dennis Law, the footballer. Oh, hold on. Was it Dennis with one N or two?
One.
One N. Same as Dennis Law.
Oh, come on, it couldn't be the budgie. He never spoke when he was alive. Unless you count. Poor Dennis. I still remember flushing him down the old outside toilet.
Aww.
I miss that toilet.
You always did, Shane. Now, come on, everyone. Let's get off to Gran's.
She usually has a sleep this time of the day, if that cat doesn't wake her up.
Here, I'll stick him in the garden. Come on, matey.
I hear you're a bit of a dancer, Lenny.
Well, I like it.
You know, your granddad was a very good singer. That's him doing his Al Jolson tribute. Would you like a cat, Shane?
No, thanks. I just put one out.
Ah, she looks good for 99, though.
Yeah.
But when you come to think about it, everybody who's 99 looks good for 99. I mean, how rough would you have to look bad for 99?
You know, I've had my bedroom done.
Yeah, you said.
I mean, I've never heard a conversation that went, you see that woman over there, she's 99. Really? She looks a lot older than that.
Come, I'll show you.
Don't know about a tape recorder. I think you'd have been better off bringing the Ouija board. You know, I bet I've played with that Ouija board 200 times, never got a flicker. Now, finally, we get a message. You don't know what it means. Dennis swings. You didn't get another message shortly afterwards that said, P.S.
Think, Dad. I mean, are you sure Dennis doesn't ring any bells?
Only that little one on the bottom of his mirror.
It's good to see Gran and Great-Gran again. Families are incredible, aren't they?
We're talking about DNA testing in the pub last night. How would you feel if you suddenly found out you weren't mine?
Well, I'd be slightly less embarrassed about the budgie impressions.
It's every dad's worst fear.
Oh, would you be sad if you weren't my dad?
Of course I would. Then there'd be the nightmare of having to sue you to get the pocket money back.
Anyway, I wouldn't worry about it. Mum's very loyal. I wonder if I'll ever be 99.
By the time you're 99, it'll be so common the state won't be able to support you all. There'll have to be an old age pension cut-off point. You'll get it till you say 100, then that's it. When you get the big telegram, it'll say, make the most of that birthday cake. No more pension. Sign the Queen, in brackets, see stamp.
Oh, I shouldn't let him upset your mum.
Of course, you know your dad didn't approve of him.
Well, After the accident, wasn't always easy to tell if Dad approved of things.
It's not funny, Myrtle. Shane's a nasty man. Even at your dad's funeral, he walked up and said to me, of course he would have left you years ago if he'd had the hitchhiking option.
Look, Mum, I'm happy. The kids are great, and I am really enjoying my Open University course. And Shane's, well, Shane.
Well, it's a dangerous combination, a bad husband and Open University. Next thing we know, you'll be getting lesbianised.
Goodness, Mother, you don't beat around the bush, do you?
It's you beating around the bush I'm worried about. Oh, Myrtle, why don't you leave him?
I love him. Sorry. Did I say I love him? What I meant to say is I'll wait until the kids have finished school. Then, if there's no improvement, I'll leave him. He'll become old, disease-ridden, and eventually die in an empty house, pathetically calling out my name. Another cuppa.
So, would you say you've experienced a lot of changes?
Of course I have. I haven't always had a face like naan bread.
Come to think of it, maybe it should be pronounced nan bread.
Look, I've seen them develop aeroplanes, television, put a man on the moon. But all of that is as nothing compared with this latest thing.
You mean the internet?
No, I mean these flowers that dance when the music plays. Amazing.
And that's the biggest change you've seen?
If you're talking technology, yes. But from a personal point of view, I would say that the biggest change is from about 90 onwards, breaking wind suddenly becomes an absolute lottery.
How do you mean?
Well, it comes as a complete surprise to me nowadays. I'm often genuinely startled.
Oh, God. Lenny, go and get your mum.
He gets them every time.
Well, it all sounds very jolly in here. Are you all right, Mother?
I'm having a lovely time.
Yes, well, you mustn't overtire yourself. Myrtle would like to show the kids some old photos upstairs.
Oh, off you go then. I'll see you later.
See ya.
See you later.
You think she's showing them a photo of Dennis Mills?
I doubt it.
Who's Dennis Mills?
An old flame of Myrtle's. She was in love with him long before she ever met you. If you ask me, she never stopped loving him. Always kept in touch, little rendezvous. Thick as thieves they were. Oh, don't worry, Dennis died last year. Run over by a bus. Shame, because he was a lovely fella. Wonderful dancer. Myrtle always used to say, nobody swings like Dennis swings.
You know, I never knew that Myrtle was that close to Dennis Mills.
She wasn't, but it was worth that little white lie just to see Shane's face.
Well, let's hope Dennis doesn't mind, wherever he is.
I think he lives in Hammersmith. And I'll tell you something else. He's a shit dancer.
Are you awake, Shane?
I was talking to your gran about Dennis Mills.
Oh, that's weird. I saw him on the bus last week.
You think they'd have cleaned that off by now?
God, I haven't seen him for years.
Yeah, right. Your gran said you're as thick as thieves. Or should I say, dyslexic as thieves.
Dennis Mills? Since when?
Of course, you know he died, When did you see him?
About a week ago.
Hold on. Was he a really good dancer?
Well, no, don't think so.
Right. You know, I was thinking, if your gran, God forbid, should pass away, it might be nice if Lenny sang at the funeral.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
I thought maybe something from The Wizard of Oz. That one with Ding Dong in it.
Shane, anyway, he's not a singer.
Oh, of course. He'll have to dance at the funeral. Like me.
Just stop it now. And while you're at it, I don't like those dyslexic jokes either. I hope you know the man who made your best suit was dyslexic.
Mr. Gold. I've still got to phone him about my swing to the left. How do you know he's dyslexic?
There was a big obituary for him in the local paper.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Apparently, his main problem with words was that he replaced P's with D's. So he'd leave notes about din-striped suits and trouser dockets.
That's it. Not Dennis swings.
No.
It's gotta be. Mr. Gold. One last note from a consummate professional.
Don't listen to yourself. Those Ouija boards are just nonsense.
Yeah, you're probably right. Anyway, there's something I have to do.
Aim carefully. You've already ruined the right-hand side of that carpet.
Driving in my car and see how happy people are, so fancy free and full of fun.
Well, Trevor McDonald has the ITV News next. Then at 11, Matt Smith is joined by Ali McCoist and Robbie Earle, amongst others, for a look back at the best of the weekend's action in the Premiership.
In school, all the things I could have done if only life was not so cruel. There must be something better than this, there must be something better than this, there must be something better than this.